are getting some today. It was unexpected. I received a text message back from my my rock guy, and he apparently, his truck apparently broke down in an area where there was no service, and he told me that he did have a driver this afternoon that could get out to me. So it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The driver should be here any second. I'm about 8 minutes away, and so I'm hoping that we can get a little bit of this dirt covered before the rain that comes in tomorrow. So I thought I would just pop back in here and let you know that yeah, you might get to see some rock get put out on this driveway after all before the rain hits. Hopefully things go as planned. He should be calling me any second to find out exactly where to go on the property. This particular guy hasn't ever been out here before, so I'm hoping that we can maybe get 3 to 4 loads in. I kind of doubt it. Hopefully they won't be out of rock. Hopefully they won't close too soon, and we can get the several loads today. Fingers crossed. So let's see what happens. Okay, so yeah, right when I was trying to press the button to stop recording just now, he called and he's there. I'm just a couple minutes down the road now, so that worked out good. He's pulled on up in the driveway, and I'm going to meet him up there, and we're going to drop that first load in that wet area that I've got, where it's staying a little bit muddy up there on top of the hill near the barn, and that way we'll be sure to at least get that covered before it rains. He said if he's lucky, he can only get 2 more loads before they close up for the day, and I figured that's probably about right. It's about a 30-minute well, about a 40-minute round trip probably for him to go out there, get more, and get back to the quarry that they use. And so we'll get to see maybe 3 loads get dropped. I know it may seem like not a big deal, but man, getting that dirt covered is going to be a very good deal for us. Well, I tell you what, I couldn't have timed it much better. Trying to fly up the road. I'm still getting his dust. He's just right in front of me on this first load. Just like I said, this was unexpected today that they were going to even get out here and be able to do anything, but I'll just take it. I'll take what I can get when I can get it, I guess. Yeehaw. You can tell things have been dry for about a week and a half because we have dust. Just follow me. He's following me. We got a lot of spreading out up here, but a lot. Get up here. It's a little wet up there. Yeah, it gets a little wet. I'm Sean. Good to meet you, man. So yeah, you can see where that's wet down there at Tire Track. And I'll get on down there so you can go on toward the little cabin. How much do you think when you start dropping, Could you start dropping back here to get that hole?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really? Okay. Well, I'll get my truck out of the way, and we're gonna eventually go up there, right on the edge of the concrete, and start working our way back this way. We got some holes up there. You can see holes that we can fill in if there's any left in there. You might as well just drop it off. All right. Heck yeah. So I came today fully unprepared. I don't have on work boots. I got on shoes that I wore to work today. And but worse is I don't have a tripod on this GoPro. I'm sitting here holding it like this, and so not the usual way of doing it. Let's see if I can get this truck moved before he starts dropping. That's it. He said he'd probably come almost all the way up here. So I'm gonna get up here out of the way, and let's go on back there and see if we can see this as he's gonna be tailgating it. So what I think we ought to do is I want to keep it on this. So you see this tree line here? I want to come as far over as this on the outside of this tree over here, and you can get a little bit further to the right against that bank, or you know, coming into that bank, and then once you get on up there past that hole where it was really muddy, it didn't really start dropping good back there. So I'd like to spread it over toward the bank a little bit more once you get up that way. So however you need to feather it to make it happen. How you gonna go about?
I'm gonna turn around and I'll start right here again.
Okay. I got grass seed and stuff in here, so we don't want to back up into here.
You kind of follow this patch right here. Back out and then drop it down and start again somewhere when it's muddy again.
Yeah, you can do that, but are you planning on backing it?
No.
You're gonna whip back here?
Yeah.
And keep going? You want me to move my truck?
No, we'll be all right.
You're good? Okay. good. Some big old rock, isn't it? That's supposed to be 1.5 inch. And I gotta tell you, you know, on average, it's a lot big. That's a 3-inch rock right there. That way, it's a 2-inch rock this way. But I need it for that space down there. I'm thinking up there, I need to do 3/4. I don't think I need to go this big up that way. That did it. That looked good. No, they wasn't that many. But you got it to do its thing when it came down to it up there in that wet spot. Up here, I think I need to go smaller.
Yeah.
You know, I need to come back to this 3/4 inch up here. So our next loads, we'll stick with this size, but we're gonna start where he stopped and work our way to this. Yeah. We might, with 2 loads, we might make it all the way to it, huh? You need something to hit that with? We got a rock stuck in here.
Is it all in the truck?
So you do your magic. There it is. You wouldn't want your fingers in there, would you?
No, sorry.
Oh, he's off to get another load. Okay, so we're gonna walk back and just kind of check out what we got out of that one load. It was supposedly about 22,000 pounds of rock. This was supposed to be 1.5 inch, like I said, but apparently the 1.5 inch goes up to 3 inches. So it's obviously gonna make a good base. And then inside of that, you're gonna find a straggler that's that big. This does not make for easy driving over with your vehicles. But what it does do is, in the case when this gets all wet, it certainly allows, it's a good base to sink in. You see how this is sunk in? That's what all this is going to do, or a whole bunch of it. So what I need to do is when I get my tractor back, I need to spread this out evenly across here in the pattern that I want for my my driveway. And once I get it spread out to the edges on both sides where I want it, and take this high part in the middle and just spread it, then I need to drive over it for probably a few weeks and have crush and run delivered, I think. Now up there at the cabin, I think I might just do 3/4 inch instead of going any more of this big stuff. I think up there it's high and it's dry and it's not really needed for this big rock. I don't think it's going to settle in too much. I didn't get all the way up here with my root grapple, or my root slayer shovel that I showed you yesterday. So I can get those out later, or we'll just cover them. But yeah, you can see this is still thick. And so when I box blade it and spread it out, it's going to be nice. I don't want it to start rolling down this hill. Eventually, if we dig the pond out here, we're going to hopefully bring a whole bunch of dirt and just slope this off so that this will actually be easy to drive off of instead of a good sized drop here. But this is good. This is good. We got somewhere today. We got somewhere. So I'm gonna get in the truck. I'm gonna drive up and down it once or twice. Then I'm gonna run over to the market and get me something to drink. And then hopefully in about 35-40 minutes he'll be back. It's 2:41 now. So we're looking at about almost 3:30 before he'll get back. And I have a feeling that might be his last load for the day, because he might be able to get one more in. I hope so. Fingers crossed. Tomorrow it's going to be 100% chance of rain, high winds, and we're gonna have a muddy mess, but we're gonna be able to get all the way up here without getting muddy, as long as we can connect the dots back there where the first driver a couple days ago stopped and where we got to here. And I don't know if you heard earlier, but the reason we started here is that was the muddiest spot on this upper side. The worst spot was down there on the low side where they put in what looks to me like smaller rock than this, even though it was also called 1.5 inch, but it looks smaller than that. Anyway, let's see if he makes it back soon. All right, here comes load number 2. I'm gonna talk to him about the placement of this. I'd like to see that kind of curve out just a little bit so we get more of a curve into that curve, and plus it's muddy over on that left side and the right side, so I want to talk to him about it real quick. Let's do that. Hey bud, so I got a thought. If you look, you see how this original driveway is curving, and then we got the curve on up there, but we got a straight shot here. What I'd like to do is put your right wheel on the right side of the center, so that we, and then curve, yeah, kind of be over to the left. You know, the truck will be over to the left a little bit, and your right wheels will be just on the right of center. And I want to swing out just a little bit and come in. It's real muddy there, and we need more rock, or that, because that's like the most soupy area I've got right down there. And that way, and then you can, when it gets up into that curve, you can, you know, stop dumping, and I'll get ahead of you then, and I'm gonna move my truck, and you can come on up there and start the connection like we talked about. You good with that? All right. And my truck's in the way though. Before I'll get a little camera action, and then we'll do that. So just try to get it a nice natural curve on that left side. Well, he didn't get it over. It's still in the middle. There's a little bit. I can push it over there. I don't think we got much of a curve. We got no curve. Oh well. That's what tractors are for. You didn't. It's still straight as a board. So all we did was put rock on top of rock. I guess I'll just have to work with my tractor. But I ain't got my tractor for a couple of weeks, so it's all right. Let me get on up here and you can start connecting it. What I was thinking about we ought to do is get on one side or the other, because this is wide enough where I'm probably going to want 2 passes, you know what I mean? And so if we do it right down the middle, then it's hard to get it on both sides of that, you know? So I'd stay over on one side, maybe the inside.
Start right in here, get a little bit around this curve.
You could. How many more loads you think you'll get for the days? Will you get one more?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you could come on in this curve, go up right near that tile. Let me get out of your way. Yeah, maybe I'll get this, maybe I won't. We're gonna try to fill in this curve here with some rock. Have to get up out here. I can't keep making it stop, so I'm gonna just go on up. I can't get this far. I need my tractor. I think with what I got here, I can spread that from side to side and drive over and work it in and be in good shape. And then I can put on top of that some crush and run. Should be pretty good. But yeah, if we get one more truckload here, I know we can bring it together. That is load number 2 for today. So that's a total of 4 loads. However, that, as you know, the first load was really the wrong size, and it caused it just all sinking in, and at least where the wheels are rolling. So as I'm walking back up here, hoping that he got there in time for that last truckload, and hopefully he'll be pulling up here pretty soon, and we'll be able to connect up here where we left off to where we started on that last or that first one today. This hump, I started thinking about it, and I was remembering that his the dump bed of the truck, I noticed it was bent down in the center. And I believe this hump right here that we're getting right in the middle, I don't know if you can see it real good, but if you come over from this side and look, there's a distinct hump right down the center, and that's where all the rocks falling, and then it just kind of falls off to each side a little bit. And that's creating a very uneven tailgated drop on this. Again, with the tractor, I think we'll be all right. Well, we will be. It's just gonna take a little work. But if it weren't for that bend in the steel on the bed of that dump bed, I think that this would have dumped a lot more evenly and worked out better. What I'm gonna have him do here is, I got this real wet spot right here. I'm gonna ask him to start back here on this far left side and get over as far to the left as he can, probably maybe even back that way, and then go. I believe we'll have enough on one load, I hope, to get up there. I'm not sure that we will, but we shall see. Maybe after he is on the left, I'll probably just keep him to the left a little bit. It's not going to fall out much to the left anyway because of that bend in the bed. It's actually going to be high right here, probably about right here. It'll be high, so we'll get a little bit down there, and hopefully that will work out, fill this hole here. But yeah, I'm hoping that we'll make it all the way. We'll be close, and definitely when I get the tractor, I can probably, if we don't make a good connection, I can pull enough rock, this big stuff, in to make that connection. I got to tell you, I was just thanking God for this blessing. I don't take it for granted, and I know it didn't come easy, but I know that it is a huge blessing. And for those of you who would like to achieve something like this, and we've got a long way to go, a lot of work ahead of us to get this paid for and to get all this developed. But if you don't see this as a possibility for you, just let me be the one to tell you that anything's possible. Set your mind to your goal, make those goals, create a plan of action, write down the steps it's going to take you every day to get that much closer to your goal, and then get up and do it every single day, day in, day out. Don't let the outside influences and forces stop you from going where you want to go and achieving what you want to achieve. But you know, I've been going a long time, and so things don't happen overnight. Go ahead and expect that it's gonna be a long road, but right now, with the condition the world is in, I get it. It's tougher for young folks to to get that first step out there, I think, than it probably was when I was growing up. However, it's not impossible. It can be done. Find people who think like you do. And if you don't think right, you know what you need to do to think right. Pick up a book and read it. Something that will help you focus on goals and positive thinking, and start every day reading some of that and working to create a mindset in yourself that's success oriented. Everybody's definition of success is different, and I'm not saying I'm successful. What I'm saying is that success is a state of mind. It's a place called happiness. For me, it's a place called the lovely place. Although we've not achieved it yet. I mean, all we've done is we've got the canvas. Now we got to paint the painting with God's help. But man, what a painting he's already painted, you know? I tell you, it's beautiful. Well, I'm starting to wonder about when he's going to be back. I would think that he should be back here any minute. And we'll dump this last load, and we'll see if we get these dots to connect behind me. Hopefully we will. So here's what I'm thinking. You see right here on the left how it's a little bit muddy right here on the left? I'm thinking kind of stay to the left a little bit and then just try to connect the dots from right here and see if we can make that work. Now once you get around this, just past this wet spot, you can kind of come back center a little bit, but it wouldn't hurt to stay a little bit left. It's dumping from the center of this bed. I noticed that bed's dented down. Yeah, and that's where it's all, that's why it's piling up in the middle. So thank God for tractors, right? Yeah. But yeah, hopefully we got enough, man. Fingers crossed to make it over there.
I'm gonna come right here and swing over that way if we want to get over here.
I think from right where you are, you just start angling left a little bit from right here and just get on in there. Obviously we don't want to come up over this hump at all, but you're good to go. Yeah. Thanks, Eric. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it.
You don't have to get this off in before you put the truck on?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably take a few weeks here after the rain, drive over it a bunch, try to pack it in, and then we'll probably come up here with 3/4. I want to get my box blade first and get everything flat level. I also want to do some work on that original driveway. I want to kill the weeds off that's going to be coming and box blade that a little bit. And once I do that, I'm gonna crush and run everything pretty much, except up here it'll be 3/4 probably. And we're gonna go all the way around the back of the barn and come. There's a stopping point over there for now. Eventually the house is gonna be right over there. Hey, thank you, brother. I really appreciate you, Ben. You have a good one. We got us 3 loads today. See ya. He's a good guy. This is cool. I got a lot of work to do, as you can see, and I don't think it's a bad thing that I have a bigger rock over here. I'm definitely gonna spread it, and then the 3/4 will go on top. Crush and run will probably start from this point, going all the way out to the very front. Just got the rock down. We're gonna walk out now. It's 4:45. The sun is over there about to set. I don't know how that looks on camera, but it's just gorgeous. Clouds are coming in. We're about to have that rain tomorrow. And we have a driveway. We have gravel. Thank God. All right, so I'm just gonna walk it on back, and when I get to the truck, I will tell you what's coming next. Okay, well, we made it to the end of that part of the driveway. We have about, I don't know, that's maybe 50%, maybe 40% of the length of this driveway. Altogether, it's almost 3/4 of a mile. So I want to thank you for joining me today and for watching this video. I hope it was informative or at least entertaining. I hope it gives you hope. If a guy like me can put this stuff together, you know, anybody can do this with God's help.